Everybody, today I am going to teach you how to make this camo type print on either like a canvas or a denim type fabric background. This is a little bit harder than some of the other tutorials we've done, but I think you guys will have some really good success with this. You're going to start with any sized canvas you choose. I'm using 512 by 512. And you can use any color that you want to. I'm going to make a purple one because it shows up better for you guys. And you're going to just bucket fill. Oops. You're going to just bucket fill with purple. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go up here to filter. And we're going to go to texture. And we are going to go to texturizer. And we're going to pick the sandstone texture. I like my scaling at about 80% and a relief of about 2. And hit OK. And that's going to give us some texture. Then we're going to add a layer. And we're going to fill it with black. And then we're going to go up here to filter. And we're going to go to noise. And add noise. Anywhere from 10 to 20% noise will work perfect for this. So I'm going to leave mine at 15. And then what we're going to do is back our opacity down to about 60% or so. So you're going to have kind of a darker image like this. The next thing we're going to do is add some texture to this. To do that, you're going to have to create a new pattern. So we're going to go File, New, and we are going to do a 4 pixel by 4 pixel pattern. And we're going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to add a black layer so you guys could see better as to what I'm doing. You don't need to do this step. Add a layer and grab your pencil brush, use white, and just tick off this center diagonal line. We need a nice median skew line for this. I'm going to hide my background layer. And then you're going to go to Edit and Define Pattern. And I'm going to call this a camo skew line. And save it. And we can get rid of this project. Then we're going to go back to our original project and we're going to add a layer to that. We are going to bucket fill this. You're going to change the foreground bucket fill up at the top to pattern. And we're going to select our new skew line and bucket fill that with white. And I know we just made it look awful. It's okay. You're going to back the opacity down on this to about 20%. And you actually have a great denim pattern or denim type texture. So if you wanted to stop here and use this for a denim, it works great. We're going to continue on. We're going to go add a new layer. And then we're going to go up here to filter and to render. And we're going to render some clouds into this. And then what we're going to do is image, and then adjustments. And we're going to go down to threshold. And I like mine at about 128. You could play with this. You want it to kind of get a good spotty type feeling in here. And hit OK. And I know it doesn't look like much right now, but it will. We're going to go to filter. And then we're going to go to blur and use a Gaussian blur on this. And I like my radius to be about 5 pixels. And hit OK. And then we're going to go back to image, adjustments, and back to threshold one more time. And I like to back this down to about 140. And that gives us some real clearly defined camo lines. That'll work perfect. And then what we're going to go and do is play with this a little bit. I usually use overlay. And then I back my opacity down to about 20%. You can do it a little bit more depending on how dark you want those camo spots to be. So I'll leave mine at 30 today. And you actually kind of are starting to get a camo print in here. We're almost done. We're going to make this look a little bit more realistic. we're going to add a layer right above our background layer. And we're going to select this dark purple color with our eyedropper tool and get our brushes out. And we're going to use a grunge brush. Any set of grunge brushes will work fine for this. And we're going to just drop in some dirty, grungy spots on here. Just like this. And we'll do a couple different shapes and make this look dirty. And there we go. So there you have it. Now what we're going to do is go back to this background layer. We're going to get out our burn tool. And we're going to set it at a pretty big brush. And I like an exposure of about 70%. And we're just going to burn in some dark areas on here. It doesn't have to be really specific, and it can be very random. And then what we're going to do is get out our dodge tool. Same big brush, exposure of about 50% on this guy. And we're just going to kind of go over where there should be an uplift, kind of in the areas you didn't burn, or opposite the areas you didn't burn, I should say. And kind of dodge in a lighter type feel in here. And there you have it. There is a camo on kind of a denim type print. You can do this in a ton of colors. You can make it softer or harder. It really depends on your noise level and how deep of an opacity you use. But there is the basic idea. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. And as always, if I can help you, shoot me an email or send me a message.